create an account on a particular server, okay, it's always recommended not to create a weak password, not to take a weak password. Okay, it's advisable not to choose a weak password, because there is a chances of getting your account hacked. Okay, so I'm showing a program here. Basically, I'm using a Python programming language. I'm using a notepad. I'm not using any IDE, because I would have used Google Colab, but Google Colab will get crashed. Okay, the kernel will get crashed, because it will take a lot of attempt to guess the password. Fine. So I am using here a simple notepad. Okay, in notepad I have created a Python file. This is basically a Python file. You can use anything. You can use VS code, right? You can make use of VS code. You can make a use of uh, Jupyter notebook also, but Jupyter notebook same thing. Collab, Google Collab. Okay, it's like Google Collab. So try to use a .py script. You can write in Notepad plus plus, or you can use basically VS code. You can use a Python ideally. I'm using a Notepad plus plus. The name of the file is untitled zero. Okay, so import iter tools iter tools. Okay, so this is basically the library which basically helps in the permutation and combination purpose in Python programming language. And I'm using string. Okay, so this is basically a library in Python which basically contains predefined character sets. Okay, like letters, digits, everything, means starting from A to Z. Okay, and digits starting from 0 to 9, everything is there. Suppose I am taking a password. Okay, and the password is AB1. This is a very weak password. Okay, weak password which is very easy to guess, right? And inside chars I am basically taking string dot ASCII underscore lower case, and I'm also concatenating string dot digits. Okay, string dot digits. Right now the attempts will be zero. I have made a zero attempts at the beginning. And for length, let's take a variable length. Okay, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 5. Be very careful about the indentation. And for guess in iter tools, for guess in iter tools dot product. Okay, iter tools dot product chars, and repeat equal to length. Okay, repeat equal to length. In Notepad, be very careful about the indentation. It's better to use a VS code. Okay, or use Python ideally. Don't use Notepad. Okay, because this is very, there is a very big problem about the indentation. I'm using Notepad plus plus because uh, it's a very small code. Okay, and here I have to take care of the indentation, so I don't mind taking care of these indentations over here. But please use other things like a VS code or ideally, or whatever you feel like, wherever you are comfortable. Okay, so repeat equal to length. And the attempts, now what you have to do, you basically increase the attempts by one. You basically increase the attempts by one. And the guess password. Okay, the guess password equal to, I'm going to join whatever the password you have guessed. Okay, and once the password has been guessed, I am basically doing one thing. I am just going to uh, print. I'm just going to print how many times you have guessed the password. Okay, and after the password is guessed, means suppose if the guess password, if the guess password is equal to your password. Okay, if the guess password is equal to your password, then I will simply say that you will simply print password found. Okay, you will simply print password found, right? You'll simply print password found, and the guess password would get printed. Right, at the same time, it's better to print the attempt, means in how many attempt basically the password was actually guessed. Okay, in how many attempts the password was actually guessed. Okay, and here you just give a exceed, Okay, and that's it. Perfect. Now just save the file. Okay, and I will just open the command prompt. I will just use command line terminal. I'll use the command line terminal. I will navigate to downloads because this file is in downloads. So cd downloads. Okay, cd in downloads. And how to run this particular file? Python. Okay, and the name of the file .py. Okay, you can see the password was actually found in 1396 attempts. Okay, so that's why you can see that the password was actually found in 1396 attempts, and here the actual password is ab1, and you can see after taking an attempts of 1396 the password was actually found. So it's always advisable not to use a weak password for your accounts, because hackers basically make use of these types of attempts in order to detect your passwords, okay, or in order to guess your passwords. So it's a very basic code, a very simple code, where I have made use of iter tools. Iter tools basically is a library which is actually used for permutations and combination. It's a module. String basically contains characters, or predefined characters and sets of letters, right? And here in line number 5, this is the password to be guessed in line number 4, and in line number 6 you can see string.ascii lowercase or string dot digits. This is basically doing what? It is actually creating a list of all possible characters starting from A to Z in small letter and from 0 till 9. Okay, and we have concatenated both. By default the attempt is 0, and I have used a for loop. I've used a for loop. Okay, so here in for loop I have basically run from 1 till 5. Okay, 1 till 5, and you can see that here I've written itertools.product. Basically itertools.product is actually a function which is used to create all possible combination of characters, right? All possible combinations of characters. And the possible combinations of characters, basically it will be like a b b a b b c a c b, something like this. Okay, so whatever the password you guess, it will be joined over here inside the guess password, and the attempts would keep incrementing by 1. And once the password and your guess password both are equal, then only basically it will print password found, and the attempts will also be printed in how many attempts the password is actually found, and that's the end of the loop. And here we have successfully completed this particular project. Okay, thank you for being here. Thank you.